Hi there, and welcome back to Rimworld Roulette for episode 6 of our wonderful series here. Now, we have quite a few changes to go over. I've been doing a lot of thinking and a hell of a lot more comments reading, and I have taken all of your suggestions into account. So right off the bat, before we do anything, let's talk about some changes to the mod list. We no longer have the Simple Sidearms mod installed. It was causing some weird glitches with regards to weapons. When people were put in beds, they'd drop them. I don't know if that was the issue, but the conflict, but it's definitely a problem. So we've gone ahead and removed it. It also, puts a bit more difficulty on the game. Our robots can only carry one weapon now instead of a large number, which, limits our tactical options, of course. Now, next thing is that we have begun de-roofing, removing the mountain roof over these areas, and replacing it with regular roof. As you can see, these two rooms are now insect infestation free, which is fantastic. That also means, of course, we don't need to chill this to minus 17 anymore, which is the threshold that stops insects from spawning, and so this is now just set to, I think, minus 9. Yeah, we're kind of using this as a temporary fridge as well. Then, next up, we've cancelled off some of these digging options, including this little prison complex. A, because I kind of forgot for a moment that we're only recruiting androids, and this makes no sense for androids. We don't need individual cells. And B, because we actually don't need the slate. That's why we were doing all this digging, was to get stones to make this thing and make all of this. But when we remove these mountain roofs, it actually goes ahead and does that anyway. We can go ahead, I suppose, and set all of this for hauling too. That should go into that steel skip over there. Then, our kill box is almost done. We need to fill it with turrets, but we are still shy on components, and we have a bit of an update on that as well. The monument construction continues as planned. As you can see, we have 7 more days to finish it, which is fine. I think we'll make that no problem. Next up, I asked you guys what we should do about these wind turbines. We discovered a bug where if you move them, they retain the outline that they previously had. So we could stick this wind turbine in here, blocked by 4 walls, and it will still function. It's super cheesy, but we could effectively dig and make a wind tunnel using this, and I asked you guys if we should exploit it, and the answer was a resounding yes. I'm going to leave that up for another couple of episodes before we do it. So again, I'll ask you, should we exploit the wind turbine glitch? And if you think so, it probably also works for solar panels. I haven't tested it, but I'm going to assume it does. Should we exploit that? We could fill this whole row with it'll have to be here. We could fill this row with wind turbines, and then just go ahead and move them indoors where they're safe, and then we'll still get full output, just like we normally would. And lastly, last things last, what should we do about the charging situation here? Now, the Senate, once again, thank you very much for this, has pointed out that we actually have a tech which is very early on in the androids tiers here, which is the charging station. This is kind of like a moisture pump sort of shaped sort of thing. You stick it on the ground and 8 androids can charge simultaneously, and it only costs 1 or 2 components, as opposed to building an individual bed for each android. This is going to cut down on our power and component costs dramatically. It'll also allow us to set up independent charging stations all over the map where we can sort of run to and charge up. Because one of the problems with the beds, of course, is that since they're privately owned, if Flex's bed here, for example, isn't connected, like it wasn't there, she won't go and charge. She'll just sort of walk around until she dies. Speaking of which, Flex, have you got enough battery? No, you should go and get battery. Thank God she was a capture and not a join, otherwise she would have gone mime on us. Anyway, we have a few more cotton plants we can harvest up, and this kill box is looking pretty damn good. I'm fairly happy with it. I'd love some more suggestions if you have any about how we can improve this. This is temporary, of course. Once we've surpassed the need for crops and we're onto hydroponics, all of this will become kill box. We'll build this huge array of defenses at the back, the enemies will come in, and we're just going to shred them with a very large turret fire. But we need a lot of components for that. We do have our trade beacons up at least, so getting components is going to be a lot easier. And yeah, last things last, right, of course, we need to talk about our new storyteller, who is Serena. She is impatient, and she will hit us with a lot of small raids, basically, but consistently. I did a quick test run before this just to make sure we were ready. We're not ready. This is the simple short answer to that question. We're not ready at all, so we really need to start working. Maybe I'm thinking on some traps, just kind of scatter them around here. We have quite a lot of wood lying around, and they don't make very good traps, but it's better than nothing. They're quick and dirty, right? So I'm thinking of throwing down, yeah, just a few wooden spike traps, just kind of scattered here, so that when the enemy tries to come and take cover behind our embrasures, they're going to get a bit of a rude awakening. And this should have enough space that our colonists can move around without dying. Anyway, as always, these episodes are going to be edited quite heavily so that we can fit an entire quadrum into 30 minutes plus. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens next. Okay, our first bad event has happened barely even, not even 1 day into the quadrum. Oh, Serena's gonna be rough. We have a weather controller, and it's a forced weather of foggy rain. I mean, all that basically does is reduce our accuracy with weapons, which of course does suck. But, I mean, yeah, it's gonna make this chem fuel barrel significantly less effective, but this is roofed over here, so if we can get this gas to expand quickly enough, we should be okay. I really do need to test this system, but I figured we should test it together. It's currently running blind. Also, we need to hold open that door before I forget. Pollo, how's your energy? You're fine. You can come over here. We have queued up the charging station to be researched, but it's going to be a day or two before we have it ready, and I actually don't have all that many components, so we need to be very strategic about where we're going to put it. For now, we have the bed set up, so we're just going to have to live with those. And as expected, Serena has hit us with our next raid. We have Tactical Unit Phi coming in to bother us. They have a few days of planning, or at least a few hours of planning before they come in and hurt us. Now, they're not using sappers, which is kind of our biggest... Oh my god, look at that wealth chart. That must have been when we left. Oh god, we really went from like... Oh, no wonder we were getting pummeled. Jeez, man, no wonder those raids were so huge. Yeah, we need to be very careful about our colony wealth. All of this plasteel is really hurting us. Yeah, we want to be selling that off as soon as possible. Also, all this food and chem fuel doesn't help. That stuff's pretty valuable. But it is what it is, right? I mean, these androids are worth a fortune too. If we look at their sell value, 1,000 each, and that's just for a T1. What's a T2 worth? Let's have a look. Oh, 1.5. Oh god, yeah, no, this is the majority of our costs. We have long blades research though, which is good. We don't have all that many brawlers. I do need to make sure everyone's armed, but we'll do that shortly. These guys, how many ranged weapons do we have? We got a bunch of melee. I count 1 sniper. Okay, well that's just a rifle. 3 pistols, 3 carbines, and 3 suicide bombers. These are our biggest problem. But as I was checking, they don't actually seem to be using... they're not using advanced tactics, so we should be okay. Pollo, you are free to go, my man. I'm sorry for keeping you there. You are free to go and charge yourself up. I think our first charging station is going to go somewhere near the kill box. Yeah. Actually, let's go ahead and dig out like a little charging station nook. Just sort of right in... we'll give it double doors for extra space. We'll just sort of stick that... We need to be able to fit 8 androids around it, right? So we'll stick that there, and then that's 3... Yeah, that's 8. Okay, cool. We'll stick it right there. We could even put a couple artillery shells in that spot right there. Okay, cool. Bradley should get on that. He is our primary miner. And yes, our wind turbines are going at full blast. So, as you can see, saving and reloading seems to have fixed the bug with this one. Because this wind turbine was over here, and was being blocked by this slate wall right there. However, saving and reloading seems to have fixed that. So I'm not sure if our wind turbine is something we can maintain long term. Anyway, like I said, I need to test it a lot more, and I want to get more people's opinion, because only a few people commented last time. Okay, the baddies are beginning their assault. Now, hopefully, they will ignore our entrance over here, because it is double doored, and they will instead head for this right here. Whew, okay, this is gonna be intense, guys. We unfortunately didn't get any of those spike traps up in time, so I'm going to have my constructors run in and hopefully finish a few. In fact, who else can do building? Let's see. Chappie and Pollo are our best bets. Okay, everyone's gonna have to get out of bed for this one. Sorry, boys. Hopefully you're all charged up. We'll do a quick check after this, of course. But Chappie, yes, you're going to come and build this. Pollo, you're going to come and build this very quickly, please. Probably should have forced that sooner. Alright, the first of the enemy have arrived, and Pothier here decided to go ahead and relinquish his EMP self-destruct grenade right away. Yeah, these guys have an EMP discharger. I thought they were the suicide bombers. No, they're EMP dischargers, which is normally fine, like harmless to colonists, but to our robots, obviously, that's a bit of a problem. Now, our little gambit here has paid off. They are fighting the insects before us, which, you know, I mean, all that does really is buy us a tiny bit of time. We've managed to build a couple of spike traps, nothing amazing, but it is something. Heisen's going to go ahead and flick that switch on the gas pipe valve. Hopefully, we should see a flood of Hexlian gas through here. And it looks like this thing is still only draining a very small amount. Okay. Yeah, these gas vents aren't ideal. It's not working the way I hoped it would. Damn, I was really... Because, I mean, as you can see, they're all part of the same network. They run off this valve, but for whatever reason, only this one is active. Yeah, it does say in its description that it needs a valve installed in the same network, so I'm assuming we need one valve for each vent, but this is not ideal. They're cheap, though. They only cost 30 steel, so we can just replace them. Regardless, we're going to want to make sure that in future... we have the vent fairly close to this canister that we shoot. Okay, well, the enemy is still being kept busy over here. This isn't going to last very long, and I mean, 2 birds, 1 stone, right? At least the insects have taken care of our opponents. I'm really hoping... Oh god. Oh god. They're coming. Okay, it's time, boys, it's time. Chappie Pollo, you're done. You can go ahead and pull back. Heisen, yeah, you stand right there. Let's just do a quick energy check on everybody. I know it's not going to be good, but hopefully it isn't too bad. Pollo's pretty low. Michael's really low. So's Elton and Galatia and Holmes. Oh god, we were not prepared for this. Okay. Okay. Come on. Let's do this. Everybody come on in. Alright, the gas is there. It should give them some toxic poisoning. Better than nothing. Chappie, you can go ahead and pull forward. We have our melee forces ready to ambush on the flank here. Ooh, here's hoping. Here's hoping. They are going to outrange us, unfortunately. But there's nothing else we can really do. The androids that have been killed here are going to provide us with some components, at least, when we disassemble them. Okay, a little bit more time coming. A little bit more time. Ironically, we don't actually want more time. We want as little as possible because we're going to start miming out fairly soon. Like in several seconds with some of these people. Enough so that actually... Yeah, we might want to go ahead and send them back to bed already. Yeah, Michael, you go. Who else is... Galatia, get out of here. Pollo, get out of here. We're going to have to make do with reduced numbers. I can't risk them miming out on me. Okay, Heisen and Flex, you're just going to have to hold down the fort here. Okay, they are actually taking out that vent, which is a shame. And they have dodged... they dodged all of my traps. I'm not sure what I was hoping for. Oh, it drops an extra thing of chem fuel. That's interesting. And yes, of course, we already see a flaw with our setup here. Okay, well, that is what it is, I guess. Alright, come on through. Come on through. They keep dodging all my traps. They're wily, this bunch. Flex, pull back. Let's see if we can't get them to come through that door. Looks like he's holding station in it, so Flex, move in there, start shooting. Heisen's gonna stand by and just take shots. That's his whole purpose right now. Oh, everybody, let's focus fire on what's right in front of us, shall we? That seems like a more sensible move. Excellent. Okay, let's put some shots downrange on this guy right here. We want that rifle more than anything else. Come on, take him out. Okay, have you guys received a bit of charge now? Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, reinforcements incoming. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, that plasma launch is a bit of a problem. Okay, Heisen, you're going to... Heisen, unfortunately, you don't fight. So, Flex, you're going to pull back. Heisen's going to just take some hits here. Flex, don't die. Flex is stunned. Flex is going to die. Okay, everybody, I want you to shoot at Boyer. We need those androids. We need those parts. Okay, shoot at Rachel instead now. Michael's going to come in, take out Boyer. Heisen's going to pull back. Hopefully we don't lose any limbs. Pollo is going to hold this flank right here along with Elton. Okay, not ideal, not ideal. The Federation doesn't break easy. Okay, Flex, you have lost both your arms. Yes, you have. Okay, come on in and attack them. Heisen, you're going to pull closer. Elton, just kind of get in there, man. Yeah, punch. We'll see if we can't equip you with something once Chinchilla's down. Okay, how's it all going over here? Not well, not well. We might want to abandon this position. See if we can't pull them over the traps a bit more. Yeah, okay, everybody else is going to pull back. Flex, you just stay right where you are, babes, that's fine. Okay, you pull into cover, pull into cover. Excellent, Chinchilla is down. Elton's going to equip his steel hatchet. Everybody else is going to continue pulling back. We're going to have to fall back to the base defenses, which is not ideal. That area of effect weapon doing some real damage here. Elton hopefully manages to escape. Oh, excellent dodge there, Elton. Oh god, another one's coming in. Damn, I want that rifle. That is good. Oh, 120 damage per shot. That thing is fantastic. Okay, so let's do this carefully. Michael's going to be pulling up to the front. Chappie on the front lines there. Bradley pulling back with that revolver. Arnold, take cover. Holmes, you can pull forward. Sidious with that turret rifle. Move in. Heisen, you need to just go ahead and rest, buddy. No, you just rest until healed. You are messed up. Elton, you're out of the fight too. Okay, Flex, we're going to pull you back and hopefully be able to replace those arms. But right now, you are kind of screwed. Okay, Michael, you're going to have to hold the door by yourself, it seems. We're actually going to pull Michael back temporarily while that plasma rifle is being aimed at us. Damn, that thing has got decent range. Okay, Flex has made it. That is very good. Flex, I'm going to ask you to force battery charging. That should get her some heals as well. What's the way forward? What's the way forward? Okay, Michael, pull forward. We're going to get you to engage in melee there with Cuevas. Excellent. Cuevas is down. Put down that one. Okay, choke points, people. That's the way. That's the way. Maxim here is going to be a bit of a problem with that area of effect weapon. Okay, Michael, we're going to have to run you out. I'm sorry for this. But we can't have that thing firing. It's going to take out Galatia. I don't want to lose Galatia. Come on. Not to mention Poyo. He's one of our best guys. Come on. Yes, there we go. Okay, pull back, pull back. We got the plasma rifle. That is a dream. Turns out that two of them? We got a crucible carbine. They don't shoot those things. So it was the plasma rifle that was firing it. Yeah, it was. Okay, Arnold, you are going to not worry about fires. You are going to force battery charging. We're just going to send people to bed here. Galatia, you're in bed. Poyo, you are in bed. Sidious, you are in bed as well. Okay, and then of our remaining ones, yeah, Bradley, you need to sleep. Holmes needs to get some energy as well. Chappie has got a bit of time. Michael's got a bit of time. Okay, we're going to use them to finish this off. Let's get out there and do this. Okay, Michael is... Hopefully, we've got some interesting armor on this guy, the riot gear. Yeah, we're going to be equipping that. We'll just have to eat the tactical losses, unfortunately. Or rather, the tainted weapons penalty. Okay, Chappie's going to take out Fugly. Hopefully. Oh, excellent shot, boys. Excellent shot. Okay, and let's go deal with Elvis. We want all of the androids we can get. Michael, you're actually free to go. I'm going to get Chappie to handle this on his own. Yeah, Chappie, you're going to equip that crucible carbine. 5 shooting, you might be able to do something with it. Then again, maybe it's not worth it. He's a T1, right? Yeah, not really worth it. Okay, off you go. All of you, go ahead. Rest, heal, and we've made it. So let's do a quick injury check. Any missing limbs? Yes, we've lost an arm on Chappie, but I think that's been a while. That's happened a while ago. Pinky was lost there. Flex has lost both her arms. Sorry, Flex. A lot of burns from that plasma rifle. How much damage? 3.6. Okay, it does a lot more damage to buildings than it does to limbs. Interesting. Because it was doing 120 to each of these embrasures per shot. Does that check out? Yeah, 270. Yeah, 150. That's right. It was 100 and... Wow. Wow, yeah. We need something better than Slate, it seems. But let's just get everybody charged up. And, we need to get Flex some more arms, but unfortunately that requires components. So Flex, for the moment, you're just gonna have to haul. Can you haul? No. What can Flex do with no manipulation? I actually don't know. She can eat, and she can. That's kind of it. Be tended to, I suppose. Okay. Well, that's gonna have to work. Arnold, you can tend to yourself as well when you're done with that. Yeah, I guess we're just going to get everybody charged up and see how we do when the next raid comes. Alright, our repairs are well underway and we have our next major event. We have some Gigantolopes storming the base. Ooh, I need to replace this, don't I? Whoops. And we can probably actually go ahead. And while you're here, we can throw down next gas vent. We are cripplingly out of steel, though. 8 pieces left. Not exactly enough to do things with. Probably building all these steel doors and rebuilding all these steel doors isn't helping. Okay, but we got a whole bunch of free food that's just decided to walk up towards us. We've equipped all of those weapons that the Federation was so kind to deliver. I'm not going to use the plasma rifle until such time as we're not fighting against embrasures. In my experience, that's a very good way to get your embrasures blown up, is using grenades next to them. And that's effectively what that thing is, right? It's a ranged area of effect weapon, which is no bueno when it comes to Rimworld. Anyway, we are doing a fairly decent job of repairing. We need to be very careful that we don't run out of time, of course, on our foreboding building quest. But we do have a psychic suppression for pay. It's not exactly anything, you know, important. It'll reduce the psychic consciousness of females, which isn't going to affect us, and we get some goodwill from the Empire. So let's go ahead and say yes, we'll get some free hyperweave, no complaints there. I have set up recycling, right? Yes, I have. Okay, we should start processing through some of this Federation garbage in the meantime. Actually, can we go ahead and get people to equip this? You can wear that Unity Guard Curious, can't you, Arnold? Yes, you can. Excellent. And let's just make sure this is a female android, and yeah, no psychic suppression whatsoever. Excellent. Alright, the next event of our quadrum is upon us. We are now 5 days in, and this is like the third major raid. Oh god. Second? Third? Wait, hold on. Yeah, if you count the boomalopes, it's third. Okay, we have a Black Hive attack. These typically aren't that hard to deal with, but we are not in a good position right now. Most of my androids are healed. I need to do a very quick energy check on everyone. Yeah, actually, we're probably in the best position we've been in for a while to deal with these guys. Now, what I think we're going to do for this one is a bit of peekaboo. Flex and Hyzen, you guys can stay free. Everybody else is going to pull up to this corridor here. We're going to stick out, shoot at a few of them, and try and split their forces. Because they will come through here, and we can deal with them when they do. But I'd like to not have to lose them. Ah, damn it, we lost all our human meat. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I need to... Yeah, we just got so much going on. Too much going on, and my androids are all too slow and garbage to do any of it. Flex, what are you actually doing? You're beating out a fire. Oh, there was a mad boomwala? That thing's going to put itself out, so why don't you not do that and instead just go back to sleep, Flex, because you are just like perpetually injured at this point. Okay, the Black Hive attack is actually moving past us. What I'm going to do is let them get a bit of distance, and I want to deal with those mammoth worms as directly as possible. So let's grab Arnold. He's fairly... Arnold, how slow are you now? 2.64, that's pretty slow. Chappie, how slow are you now? 3.5, I can live with 3.5. You haven't lost any legs, so I'm not sure why you've got 3.5, but you do. Okay, let's pull Chappie out, take a few pot shots at those mammoth worms. And yeah, Arnold's going to stand in the door, good, to hold it open. Okay, that should split their force. Because if we can get them to split up... Okay, it doesn't look like they're going to split up. Then what we're going to need to actually do is... How do I want to play this? Arnold and Chappie can bother them up here. Everybody else pull down. We're going to have to fight them the old-fashioned way. Okay, as long as we can keep those mammoth worms busy, I'm happy. That's the dream here. Okay, we just want to make sure that they don't arrive at the same time as the rest of the Black Hive forces. Okay, and pull back. Cool, cool, cool. You guys can pull back here. And with double doors, we should have no problem. Okay, good. Chappie, Arnold, I'm actually going to leave Poyo behind, who's going to continue to bait them in and out of that door as they move out of range. How bad is your energy level? You're still doing okay. You're still doing okay. Alright, so they are coming in with speed. They're currently fighting that Spillipede, which is fine by me. How are we doing for energy all round? Let's do a quick check. I'm so paranoid when it comes to mimes. Yeah, Sidious needs to go back in charge. Yeah, we really need to get that charging point set up there. I just need steel. It's one of those weird ones where, like, if mechs attacked us... Okay, actually, Poyo's not going to make it, so... Poyo, yeah, you're going to need to recharge. Of course, you are. T1s are garbage. You guys can pull into cover. Elton, you're probably needing charge by now. No, you're still good. T2s are a bit better. Okay, Bradley can go charge while we're waiting, so can Michael. I just checked everybody, and they were fine, man. It's ridiculous how quick it goes. Okay, we do have a combat supplier, which is... God, that's going to be helpful. We might be able to get some armor, or actually components and steel. Hopefully they stock steel. I think only bulk goods suppliers do, though. Black Scarab and Black Scarab. Why does that one look bigger? Does that one look bigger to anybody else? Oh, it's age 11. I guess it's not a juvenile. These must all be babies. Yeah, look at these. These are different too. Ah, okay. Anyway, hopefully... we don't have our anything set up really at the moment, so that's a shame. Need to get this stuff butchered. So much to do. So much to do. Oh, one building point left on that spike trap. Alas, alas. It's okay. We are actually, I think, out of wood at this point, right? Yeah, do these have partial? No, they got full. They got full. Okay, let's put some fire down. So the scarabs won't be able to get to us, but these things do have actual ranged attacks, and they do sort of piercing damage as well, which is not fantastic. Okay, how's it all look? That's being held open. That's not good. We need to close these doors. Bradley, get over there. How are you for energy? Sidious, you're looking pretty good. Why don't you come and take point? Poyo, you can do the same. Michael, you're looking good too, bud. Come on in here. Close those doors, please. Bradley, pull forward. Okay, let's take some shots at them. And Michael, fight. Sidious, you're going to pull back. You're going to pull back. Actually, no, pull in there. Pull in there. Michael, pull forward. This is a good place to fight them, actually. It turns out. Okay, we should have sufficient cover here. We don't suffer from toxic shock, I don't think. No, we don't. We do... Oh! That's interesting. For some reason, the T1s are affected by the psychic suppression. That's a little weird. Okay. I don't know why my androids are being affected. That's it's clearly coming from a mod, and there's some bad interaction there. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Michael, we're going to get you to hold the door. And I think we actually need to do a bit of a cheeky pullback here. Everybody's going to retreat. We're going to send some of the T1s back to recharge. I'm pretty sure they need it by now. God, it's such a high-stress game when you play it like this. Okay, Galatia, yeah, you go charge. Chappie, you are back on duty, my man. You come back over here. Arnold, you are fine. You stand there. Elton, you go charge before you go mime on me. Holmes, you too. Okay, let's hold that door. And Michael's going to take point and hopefully distract and clobber them. Okay. Yeah, and of course we've managed to destroy our own equipment. Wonderful. Yeah, this fallback position, it turns out, it's seemingly better than my actual bunker. No surprises there, though. How is those... Are those mammoth worms? Yeah, they're still spaced out. Okay, fantastic. How's everybody else doing here? Where's Poyo? There you are. How is your battery life, sir? I'll check needs. Poyo's gonna go and charge. Sidious is okay for the moment. Bradley's gonna go and charge. Arnold is okay. Arnold, we're gonna pull you forward. See if you can't take some shots. Chappie, if you pull over here, can you take shots at that one? No, you are out of range. Why don't you come stand here? Take some shots. Michael, how are you doing for battery? Go charge. Sidious, you're good. Okay, Arnold, you're gonna hold the fort with Chappie, and we're gonna just let everybody else charge up for a few seconds here. We just need a few more points. Okay, Galatia's ready to come out. Heisen's working on it. Poyo needs to charge. Bradley needs to charge. Holmes and Elton are looking okay. Elton, you can come out for a second. Michael, you need to charge. Yes, Flex, you are fully charged, but you are useless to me. Okay, this is the one. This is how we're going to get it. We're going to rush them now. I think the best bet is going to be to pull to cover here. How should we do this? You know what? We might actually just do firing lines. Yep, come on, pull out straight out. Let's go, let's go. Let's just shoot this thing. Okay, wonderful, and shoot at it. Pop smoke. There we go. That should keep us covered. And we're going to stand over here and just shoot at these assholes. Okay, also we need to deal with the traitor. Whoever is here who can speak is going to go speak to them before we lose that traitor. Holmes, Heisen's probably best. He can't do much else. Okay, speak to the combat supplier first, please. I'm gonna get you guys to melee attack that one. Let's just rush it. Let's just rush it. Come on. Let's go. The real danger that these guys pose to us is actually in... okay, yeah, there we go. Once it's engaged in melee, we can shoot at it. Sirius, pull back. Arnold, stand there. Elton, do the thing. Come on. Alright, so what do we want to buy? Sell that Architect fragment. Sell the medicine. We're not going to use it for ourselves. And we have some delicious components we can take. Get rid of those light leather boots. And this is what I'm looking for. Armor. Okay, do we want helmets or do we want body pieces? Unfortunately, he's only got, like, god tier stuff. That anti-mech rifle might legitimately save our lives at some point. Crypto Rifle's pretty decent too. That's coming from the Vikings expanded mod. Actually, if we don't get the components, we might be able to get that Crypto Rifle. No, we won't. Let's get the components anyway. And then what we'll do, is we'll go ahead and we'll move this trade beacon over here so that we can exchange those weapons. I don't know why they aren't in this room. That was a pretty stupid oversight on my part. Come on, finish him off, please. Let's do this. There we go. That's some good shots. Okay, round 2. This time, Sidious volunteers to go and punch the thing. Everybody else, okay, it's down. Let's go ahead and deal with this one here, please. Come on, boys, let's move. We do not have time for this. Elton is okay for charge. Galatia, yeah, Sidious could use a battery charge. Galatia's okay for the moment. Arnold's probably running low, so is Chappie. They're okay for the sec. Come on in. Come on, over here. Shoot him. Shoot him. Oh, Chappie's actually losing coolant. That's not good. It is pretty damn hot today. 25 degrees. Oh, and we've managed to destroy our own wind turbine. Yeah, no surprises there. Come on. Come on. Finish him off. Finish him off. He's not even in cover. Oh, is he covered behind that slag? Yeah, he might be. Yeah, the rain isn't helping, but we can't really leave to deal with it while this storyteller is active. She is going to cream us if we leave the base. Oh, right, the mammoth worms. Forgot about those. Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. That's okay. That's okay. We can outrun it, I think. Maybe. We'll find out. Everybody else, come on out. Let's go. Hyzen and Flex, you could stay behind. Indeed. Few shots going through there. Elton needs to just keep running, buddy. Keep running. Don't let it catch you. Don't let it catch you. Michael, go ahead and murder this thing for me, please. We do have an orbital mech cluster that we can drop, but I don't want to use that just yet, for obvious reasons. That would be bad and not good for us. Elton, pull up. The rest of the squad's going to keep moving. Excellent. We got one more mammoth worm to deal with. You guys are free to rest. Squad B is going to pull into the bunker and shoot at that thing. Hopefully it hits a spike trap or two on the way. Doesn't look like it's going to. Okay. And let's just go ahead and pause the rest of those constructions. We don't have any wood left anyway, do we? No. You know what? We can go ahead and cancel those constructions then. Come on, put it down. Put it down. Michael, you can go rest. You go rest, buddy. Whew. Whew. That was some high octane, not fun. Not fun at all. God damn, I need a coffee after that. I'll be right back, people. Okay, coffee's been had, and we've done a bit of trading. As you can see, the stockpiles are a little bit lower than they were before. And now we have a crypto rifle, which I'm going to go ahead and give to Bradley, who is our best shot by a long mile. He is, yeah, 17. Look at that. I think it also means we can go ahead and upgrade somebody who has got a pretty garbage weapon at the moment. Galatia can probably do better than that crucible that big iron there. Get that crucible carbine, that's fine. And Holmes can do better than revolver. Let's go ahead and give her that pump shotgun, I think. Yeah, I don't know why I said her. Nothing about this screams female. Oh, that reminds me, we have new names. God, I always forget. Okay, we actually have our new names in game. Welcome Riot Shields, or Wyatt Shields, I suppose. We have Nielsen, who is... Oh, sorry, let's go with everybody. Sorry, Wyatt Shields obviously needed to be Michael, who has all the riot gear and is our best melee fighter. I thought that was just suitable. Riot Shields could actually go ahead and finish off these spiders. We got a few of them just kind of hanging out, trying to be cool around the base, and we ain't flying with that. And for some reason, they're completely docile when they're just sleeping over here. Look at this thing, it's just out. Anyway, we also have Nielsen, who's joined the club. Nielsen is an incredible tamer and a decent cook, and maybe we should actually try and tame up this here mammoth worm. Yeah, why don't we try and tame ourselves 2 mammoth worms while we're at it? I don't see a downside. And then we can go ahead and greet Lucien? I'm not sure. I'm sorry, man. My French is terrible. Anyway, his shooting is very good. His melee is better, but he is much more of an intellectual than anything else. And yeah, he's going to get us our Android charging stations, which are proving quite elusive. Quite elusive indeed. This forced weather is going to make it very difficult to see what's happening on YouTube, because the compression is going to crush this down into a bunch of very, very ugly pixels. but I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing I can really do, unfortunately, as much as I'd like to. These tanks are beginning to cost us in components. They're sort of constantly breaking down. It's a bit frustrating, but I guess it is what it is, right? We need like a tiny scrap of steel to finish this pipe so that we can continue smelting, which would, give us more chem fuel. But beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. We otherwise are pretty much doing fine, and we are really, really running up against the edge of time, though, for our foreboding building. I'm going to have to start forcing people to work down there, which is terrifying. Oh, hello, Lou. Welcome to the party. Because if we force people to work down there, they might go mime on us as they run out of battery. Lou here is an artist, incapable of plant work, cooking, and animals. He's simple-minded, he's kind of garbage to be honest, but he can hold a gun, which means he's welcome at our parties anytime. Lou, come ahead and equip yourself a revolver, my man. Okay, so I accidentally had the recording paused, but Luke was outside the walls, got beaten up and kidnapped, which means the northern group is left with him. Sorry, Lou, I hadn't set up his zoning restrictions correctly. I forgot that I had to do it. It's been like 3 weeks since I last 2 weeks since I last recorded an episode, so I'm a little behind, not gonna lie. We've got some traps up. I think that these raiders will deal with themselves, to be honest. Things are a bit dire at the moment. We've had some guests come in and I gave them my beds, and then my androids were, getting kinda hungry, and then it's just a mess. Everything's a mess. My bumble drone is fighting this mammoth worm, which has gone completely passive, which I find quite interesting. You see that? It's not responding at all. So strange. So strange. Anyway, all this black hive goop up here we can actually eat, so I'm going to have somebody run up there at some point and collect it. Okay, the enemy is actually at the gates, so let's go ahead and not get homes. Let's get everybody else to come and stand in the hole. Thank you very much. Wyatt Shields, are you sufficiently charged? You are. Flex, as you know, buddy, you're not going to be able to do much here anyway, so why don't you just go have a seat? Okay. Also, I'm going to preemptively move this down into here so that we can actually use the trade beacon once without having to move it. I don't know why I put that up there. What is that? Oh, that's the... Okay, here we go. Okay, let's have a look at this crypto rifle. This is our new toy that we've just bought ourselves. And the trap took care of him. That's a cool sounding animation, though. What's my bumble drone? Oh, if you're wondering what that bumble drone running around is, it's self-tamed. A bunch of them wandered onto the map, and it decided to just kind of come and hang out. Okay, well, they rarely upset at this particular wall piece, which is fine, I guess. I mean, they can do that if they want to. How is my general energy status in here? As you know, I am perpetually living on the edge, waiting for a miming. Okay, you T1s go and just live your best lives. I can't trust you to be here. The rest of you should be fine, though. Okay, there we go. I don't know why they're going after my walls. It's the raider AI, I know, is kind of telling them to, like, loot and pillage, but they do such bizarre stuff. Like, why are they beating down on this? It's strange. It's pretty strange. Like, I don't know why they don't path in, because this isn't even home zoned. I guess it is claimed, which is probably what they're working on here. Okay, I guess they're deciding to just... Oh, Chappie, bud, that is a bad time to go and do your job. Thank you for building a roof over that piece of mountain tile. Very essential work, but not very necessary right now. Yeah, you just go take cover. Okay, Holmes, don't go in there. Don't go in there. You guys go and rest. Bradley, go and rest. Chappie, go and rest. Holmes and Arnold are gonna have to hold down the fort here. This is very odd behavior. I don't fully understand what they're doing. They're going after my guests. I mean, Tanner there's got a mech rifle, so I wouldn't really mind too much if Tanner were to die spontaneously and give me a free anti-mech rifle. Yes, please. Okay, but leave my bumble drone alone. That's where I draw the line. You know, I can excuse robot cruelty, but I draw the line at animal violence. Come on, take him out. Okay, maybe don't get into melee combat with the dude with the sword. Come on, everybody else, get out here. Oh god, Arnold's going down. Oh no, Arnold, buddy, Holmes, take some shots, man. You got a shotgun, use it. Come on, Arnold, you're just gonna run. You're just running. Don't get shot, Arnold. Holmes, don't get shot either. Pull back. There we go. Okay, I don't know why they decided to flee, but they did. Genuinely, I don't understand why they decided to flee, but they did. Okay. I mean, That was kind of stupid, right? Oh, Claire's gone berserk for some reason. What's wrong with Claire? No guest beds. I mean, that's a good reason to murder your friends, I guess. Yeah, sure. Fair. Why not? Mad Octuran Sky Eels. Does it look like I give a shit? How many of them? 4, 5, by the look of it. Okay, well, everybody is set to mountain base. Yep. So let's just... Riot Shields is coming to repair that wall. That's good. Do that. And then I think we're just going to... Yeah, close that door. Okay, Riot Shields, you actually have a poleaxe, so why don't you go ahead and use it, buddy? You know what? Don't close the door. It's fine. Let them come in. I think Riot Shields can deal with this thing without too much trouble. They're not exactly fearsome fighters, and he has got full riot gear on, which has really good melee protection. A flash storm in the distance, no concern to me. It's perpetually... How? How did you go down? Ah, electric shock. I see. Maybe they're not that useless. Ah, might be wanting to get one, actually. Arnold, you are tending. Tending to who? Yourself? You should rest first, brother. I don't want you going mime on me. Arnold, go force battery charging. Yeah, then you can tend to yourself. That'll get a bit of heals in, too. Yeah, I don't really mind that my guests are dying. It's not really a problem. Riot Shields, come on, he went down again. Okay, Flex, but as you can see, that annoying issue we had where they were sort of dropping their weapons has stopped happening. Okay, everybody got the plague, but that doesn't matter. Sidious is hauling, that's cool. Flex can actually fight this thing. She can just sort of headbutt it a bit. There we go, she's got some armor. Where are the rest of those Sky Eels? They're hanging out up north, that's fine with me. Okie dokes, let's go ahead and replace the walls that were bashed out. Nice. And these androids are actually going to give us some components and some gear we can use. Oh, they're angry at me. Well, I mean, I suppose that's to be expected, right? Can we not rescue this gentleman who's currently using it? Flex, somebody coming in? Chappie's coming in there. Why don't you reserve that and then... No, don't strip George. Don't strip George. Oh, you can't carry George, right. Chappie... Yeah, rescue Riot Shields, put him in his own bed. And then instead, we'll get Chappie to rescue our guest. We don't want him dying on us. Okay, and as you can see here, we have our first Android charging station up and running. We bought a bit of steel off a bulk goods trader and decided to throw down one of these bad boys. Now, we did also have to then go ahead and sell a bunch of our cotton, not only to get the steel, but also to get the silver back, because this thing requires 250 steel, 150 silver, and 6 components. It's expensive. It's very expensive, but it is cheaper than building a bed for each android, as these cost 2 components apiece. And this can charge 8 for 6, so it's quite a significant saving. Instead of 16 components, we spend 6 to do the same amount of charging. Now, obviously, the downside to this is that it does not repair them, but we only need repairing when they're injured, you know. And so what I sort of had it going as was that, like, if they were injured, they would kind of only go to rest in bed when they had nothing else to do, and then they'd both charge and heal at the same time. But, I mean, it's kind of fine if we split that up a bit, because it does save us quite a bit on power as well. It idles at 250, this thing, and each added android adds another 200 watts of consumption there. I think the tier of the android makes a difference. So as you see, T1s cost 100, T2s cost 200, and I think it's probably going to scale like that. Because they do charge... I actually don't know if they charge faster here. I don't know if there is a metric for that. Is there like a rest gain effectiveness in their stats here? I will have to have a look. I'm not sure. That's usually up here around MISC. Immunity gain speed. Nah, it doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, okay, kind of weird, right? Oh, what's the life expectancy on these things? 500 years. Wow. If only to be an android, right? Anyway, we are now onto the repairing phase of our construction tasks. We're doing pretty well. We can go ahead and strip down these corpses. They're just kind of littering the place, and we could use the materials. This Furum stuff is quite interesting. It's from the what's the word? A Federation mod, and it's really durable. Like, it would make a fantastic turret. As you can see here, durability armor sharp is 114%, which is pretty damn cool. And health point bonus, there's a thing that says that, right? Isn't there? Max hit points, yeah, 240% above steel. That's pretty damn fantastic. Okay, Wright has joined us. Perfect timing, Wright. Welcome to the party. You are at T2. That's a good sight. Unfortunately, he doesn't fight. Okay. That is a shame. That is a big shame. Right, what can you do? Plant work. Okay, well, we could use a bit more plant work. As you can see, our cotton has come in. Oh, what have I done? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Right. Haha. Let's go ahead and set you up. Yeah, level 2 for bed rest. And then you can just go ahead and cut plants as a priority, good friend. You know what? Yeah, do plant cutting before growing. That's fine with me. Sabarian the mechanic here, one of our guests, managed to get himself killed, and he dropped a Gauss Rifle, which is an incredible weapon. 12 damage, right? 360 rounds per minute. That is pretty good. That is 6 rounds per second, which for Rimworld is, I mean, I ain't gonna say no. This thing is just absolutely fantastic. It's got really good armor penetration as well. Not melee armor penetration. Where is it now? There we go, 50%. Which is going to be very helpful against mechs if we come across them. Wright doesn't fight, but he can haul. Oh, are we out of storage spots? Yeah, it does happen sometimes. Okay, well, who do we want equipped with a Gauss Rifle? It's a pretty cool weapon. I would give it to Flex. Chappie's currently got our anti-mech rifle. We got off another one of the guests. Those guests have really provided us, haven't they? Poyo, go ahead and equip the Gauss Rifle. Oh, hold on. What is that? What is that talking about? Heater shield will be unusable. I fully don't care. Riot shields, no, you can't use. You've got a two-handed weapon too. Wright doesn't fight. Wright, you can go at the back then with Heisen, I suppose. Kinda useless of you, not to fight. Oh, we should definitely still be researching. We're going to want not basic artificial things. We want basic replacement parts. We've got that. Okay. Okay, good. Then let's get the Android upgrade station next. It sort of dramatically improves your surgery success chance. Very helpful. Okay, we are 4 days away from the end of our quadrum with Serena. We have our mech cluster on the map pretty close to us. We need to go and deal with that probably in the next episode. Hopefully, we can only deal with it, by the way, if we get a more peaceful storyteller. If we are dealing with another hardcore boy, we're not leaving the map, that's for sure. We do have a combat supplier, though, and I have queued up another workbench. As you can see here, we're just churning out some basic pants and clothes and things. We're making pants, shirts, dusters, leather armor, leather helmets, boots, and then gloves. In that order. Each workbench is set up to produce the same numbers, so we should end up with 20 pairs of pants and shirts, and then 40 dusters, armor, helmets, boots, and gloves. And that, I mean, the plan with that, of course, is just to kind of get everybody equipped, because not all of my androids actually have any clothes on. I mean, Holmes has been running around pantsless since they got with us, basically. Wright has nothing. And I just want to make sure that everyone actually has something to wear. There isn't really much else going on at the moment, other than that Arnold is still resting, somehow. Somehow, that Gladius fight has put her in this bed for like 4 consecutive days, just to give you an idea of the timeline. Anyway, we're going to grab Bradley. Actually, no, my best speaker is Chappie, I believe. So let's grab Chappie and speak to that combat supplier and see what he's willing to take. Yeah, we can clear out all of those garbage weapons we received from the raiders. Ooh, do not sell that ferro rifle, please. It's not really worth selling these, but whatever. Let's just clear the space. Crossbow can go. Anything else we want to keep now? Keep the bullpup, of course. Keep the crucible carbine. Yeah, we want to keep... Oh, it's a good one. Ooh, a crypto crossbow. A charge driver. Ooh, a charged sniper rifle, essentially. What's the armor penetration on that? 55! Oh, you signed me up. Jesus, yes. Flak pants at 84%. Those are going to keep, of course. Anything else we can buy off you? Steel plate armor? Bleh. Bleh. Nothing worth it, really. Is that really all they'll take? God. Okay. We could buy another component with what we're selling them, though. So, yeah, we will trade all those garbage weapons for a component, sure. I feel like that's a decent trade. Let's have a quick look out here. Is there anything else we want? Nah, not really. Not at the moment, anyway. We'll find something good to use. Okay, snapping back to the final day, and I accidentally went over all of this and didn't hit the unpause button on the recording, so I'm just going to go over it again. We had some delectable events happen. We had some donkeys join us, which are over here. A pair of donkos. Those are going to be very helpful, actually. We can teach them to rescue, which is what I'm going to do first. they'll be able to get our androids off the front line without having to worry too much about the rest of them taking fire. Excellent. Welcome, donkeys. Welcome. A few more animal meat shields between us and the enemy is never a bad thing. We also had Quincy here join us. Welcome, Quincy. You can use your battery, please, sir. He is extremely simple-minded, apparently, but he's just a decent shot. You know, he's a pretty standard, bog-standard T1 android. Absolutely nothing remarkable about him at all. Quincy, why don't we go ahead and get you equipped with something unremarkable? How does a bullpup rifle sound? No path. Oh, right. Yes, I have locked everyone inside the base. We had some man-hunting does running around. Didn't seem very interesting, though, to include on camera. You know, I am trying to keep these episodes under an hour, and I've been recording for 2.5 hours just to do this quadrum. Yeah, Serena's been throwing a lot of very small, very frustrating things at us literally every single day. So you've only been seeing the big ones, you know, the raids. Surprisingly, not that many, actually, in the end. They were punishing, but they weren't, you know, completely destructive. Anyway, as you can see, we kind of have a surplus of pants at this point, which is, I suppose, a good problem to have. Quincy, you don't have to go all the way around to equip a bullpup rifle, my dude. You can just come on straight through the front door. Yeah, you're allowed to now. Yeah, aren't you? Oh, I didn't unforbid that. Right, my bad. Okay, whoopsie. Go ahead and reassess your choices. Right, don't go all the way around, please. Flex, don't go all the way around, please. That's gonna make you guys pop. Anyway, we have our new storyteller as well. It is going to be Maynard Medieval. Yeah, he is the big bad now. He's interesting in that he's quite, you know, he sort of throws a lot of hardship at you, but he is also exclusively tribal, or at least medieval. And I believe we do have medieval factions on the map, right? Yes, we do. We have, yes, there we go. This is the one we're against, the Aberon Empire. So they hate us, but that's the only people who are going to raid us this quadrum, which is actually pretty good. We can defense, I mean, they'll be primarily melee and bows, right? So if we can find some steel, which is the priority for next episode, then we will be able to fight them without too much trouble. As you can see, we're continuing our excavations. We're going to be putting down a mini quarry, and I think we might want to go ahead and attack. Oh, we had some insects land over here in infested ship chunks. That's going to be 30 steel apiece. That's 210 right there. We also have this ancient danger we can poke our heads into, and a bunch of steel stuff around the map we can deconstruct. So there is stuff around, you know. And we also have some steel in this tunnel. There's a surprisingly small amount, actually, like on the surface. Normally it's just everywhere, but I think we have quite a bit of it tied up inside this mountain, which is also why I'm continuing the excavations. Anyway, guys, that is unfortunately all we have time for today. I hope I've earned your like. If I have, I hope I've earned your subscription if you'd like to see more. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.